Hello everybody. I hope you are doing super well. I appreciate you swinging by, and we are going to talk about what could possibly be at the Game Awards next Thursday. I am back in town. I hope you had a lovely Thanksgiving and that the holidays coming up is cool for you. And a couple of plugins and housekeeping to share too if you join. But it's just weird. Like, I don't feel like the Game Awards is next week for some reason. Like, I feel like this is the first year ever that the Game Awards, it's just kind of like absent in my mind. Like, I'm looking forward to it. But does anybody else feel that way? Like, does it just kind of feel like either like, oh yeah, that is next week, or I can't describe it. Just something. I'm just curious if I'm alone. Anyways, sorry. But yeah, shout out to you. Thank you very much for coming by. If you are here live, like Epic Dude, Gotham, Creature, Luan. Thank you guys. Thank you guys very much for coming by. And I don't know, just how's it going? I hope everything's well. We're in we're 4 days into the last month of 2025. What has been such a quality year of video games, what has been the end of My Hero Academia, we're coming up on that. In the year that we got Zootopia 2, woo! Yeah, I'm a little bit jet lagged, I have to admit. I'm a little bit jet lagged. I've been back in town since like Monday, but I just have not been able to get back on my Pacific Coast time zone. Let me know if you could hear the stream and everything okay. What's been your favorite showcase this year? How about that? What's been your favorite showcase this year, and or what's your favorite Thanksgiving dish? Luan, I'm still trying to figure out what the statue they revealed is about, and also I think about how good last year's was in my opinion. I hope this one follows that trend. And everything sounds good, by the way. Thanks, Luan. You know what, Luan? You just reminded me I need to pull up a picture of that statue that you are talking about. Game Awards statue. Yeah, because we should talk about that. I mean, a little bit, but yeah, we should talk about that. I have a couple. I'm gonna make live during this stream. I am going to make my own bingo card, and would love us kind of the cumulative bingo card, if you will. I'd love to hear people's ideas for what could be at the Game Awards 2025. But yeah, I do have to get this statue, because look at this thing, man. Look at that thing. It just looks like Satan's asshole. Oh man. Okay. Creature, I think it was a PlayStation one. I don't remember which. And for food, steamed carrots. For Thanksgiving, PlayStation one. I'm trying to remember which one that would be for you. I don't remember. Luan, I gotta be honest, for me, it was the Switch 2 Direct, the reveal of it. Like the April one, you mean, Luan? Like the April one where we got to like dive into what the Switch 2 is and the games that are gonna come to it. That was a good one. That was a good one. That's a great question, actually, to kind of warm us in, because a lot of people are fashionably late. You know, let's just chit chat for a moment, okay? Before we get into the big speculation and meat. That was a good one. The Xbox showcase this year was good. It was good. Not too strong, though. Every PlayStation show I've seen this year, for the most part, was pretty good. I really like that partner preview we just had. Gamescom was eh. Summer Game Fest was eh. Developer Direct was good, but I don't really feel like that's a showcase. I might be with you. I might be with you, actually. That Nintendo April Direct, like, it wasn't as amazing as I hoped it would be. Like, I felt like it was missing just like that one huge banger. I'm not talking about like a quality release, but I'm talking about like a huge like tentpole Mario or Zelda or the return of a franchise that hasn't been around forever. Like the Donkey Kong reveal was hype, don't get me wrong. That was a great one last thing. And that's kind of an example of something returning, but like something old, you know? I guess that was Kirby Air Ride. You know what? Like that was a good one. Yeah, that might be my favorite though. If you're just joining, I asked the question like, what was your favorite gaming showcase this year? As we're going to talk about like expectations for the Game Awards and what could be revealed there, whether it's likely or unlikely. I just want to welcome the folks for the first few minutes here as we get into it. Flourish, I can't believe Jeff showed a gateway to hell like that. I guess we should just get into it, huh? One more thing. I'm really scared to bring this up because if I bring it up, then I feel like people are just going to troll me. When you really shouldn't. So, if you go to the Game Awards website, okay, there's this player's voice category. Okay? And it is the category that they give like 30 games that people can choose to vote from. And of those 30 games, one of them is the people's choice. It's not the critics, it's not the journalists, it's not the media outlets, it's the people. It's you, it's me. We get to vote on what is our game of the year. You know, what was the crowd favorite game that released this year? And somebody gets it every year. Every year. If you click on that category, Genshin Impact is always there, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I guess we could just nominate things that have been going on for a long time and just keep expanding or something. Wuthering Waves, I think, came out last year or the year before. But it's like every year, I swear to God, sorry, Lord, I don't mean to do that, but it's true. You could fact check me on this. Like at least last year, most likely the year before, pretty sure the couple of years before that, Genshin Impact is always there. And in the words of Jesse Pinkman, they can't keep getting away with it. That's just an opportunity to like let another game shine. But lo and behold, it's just the Genshin Impact category. I'm mad at both the jury or whoever thought of this category to allow it. But I like that's half the problem, admittedly. But then the other half of the problem is that people vote for it. And you might, and that means that people that vote on all these categories and stuff, in terms of the 10%ers, aka, you know, like us, the 10% of people that determine Game Awards are either all Genshin Impact fans or they are closet Genshin Impact fans and refuse to admit it. So if you let Genshin Impact win, then you are a Genshin Impact fan. Because this is speaking for you. Just FYI. Just FYI. So, don't let it win. You could vote for preferably any of these 8 they narrowed it down to, but I guarantee you Genshin Impact's just going to make it to the final round because this is just the Genshin Impact category, and I don't know. It's ridiculous. Anyways, if we get a super chat today, I'll try to speed run what was my votes for the Game Awards. But anyways, that's just a quick PSA. Don't let Genshin Impact win Player's Choice. And stop voting for it, period. Stop letting it even getting into the top 10. Why are you doing this? This is no disrespect to Genshin Impact fans. It's a great game, but it happened. We can't keep letting him get away with it. Okay, anyway. Should we get into the meat and caboodle? Flourish, yeah, probably switch to direct for favorite showcase. However, would have loved something like a new Star Wars or Star Fox or Kid Icarus. Flourish, that's what I mean. Like, it would have been really cool to have seen like just something that hasn't gotten love in a very long time. Creature Genshin is probably the biggest Hoyo game that reached mainstream Western audience. Oh, it is. Like, I'm not questioning how big it is. I just think that's why I'm saying half the problem is the outlet or the jury that makes that category. Where do you get those 30 games? And why are you allowing games that were not released this year into that category? Bullshit. So it's half their fault, but the other half is you. Not to attack you, but it is if you let them get away with it. I'm not an advocate for silence is violence, but in this case, silence is violence. Luan, I want either Dispatch or maybe Hades 2 or Silksong to win, simply because I have a gut feeling for one of those games, this is the only award that they can have. And that's why I'm saying, it's like, I feel like the player's voice is an opportunity to... There was a year, I think Halo Infinite, actually. Halo Infinite in 2021 won the player's voice. And I think people did that because they knew it was like that was going to be the only chance they could really recognize Halo Infinite. And they were right. So I like Dispatch. I think Dispatch would be really cool to see win that because, you know, Dispatch, I feel, got snubbed for quite a few things in general, just even nomination-wise. But Hades 2 and Silksong, they got a lot. They got a lot of nominations and are actually going to win a couple things. Well, we'll see. Gotham, Genshin, the players are Gunnar, our strong community. Players, they really want the gems. Creature, Genshin is one of the most tame, family-friendly other gacha games. Kid Icarus needs to come back. I want more silly goddess talk. And Super not here since he's shopping with mom. Gotcha. Okay. So, I guess let's get into the meat of it, huh? We'll probably be here for about an hour. I'm happy to take open questions at the very end of it. If you hang out for that long, would love to see it. I love questions. I love rankings. I love you. I appreciate you and hope you are having a Geek Proud awesome week. Diving into whatever you're diving into, making whatever you're making, and grinding for whatever you're grinding. I don't know if I trademarked that phrase, but okay. So what we're doing today, the Game Awards is next week. Oh, wait, actually, yeah, I'm going to pull this up. So the Game Awards is next week, and we're going to be doing live right here and now what could be at the Game Awards 2025 bingo card. And we're going to do this collectively together as a community. If you were not here live, leave your comments as to what you would either hope, don't believe, or strongly think will show up at the Game Awards or whatever in between. It's just an open conversation to speculate that. But the title of this stream and going into this bingo card, I wonder if the Game Awards has the stuff this year. And what I mean is, because I'm very curious if anybody disagrees with me on this. Please let me know if you're watching live. Was last year the greatest, like, in terms of game reveals, the best Game Awards yet? I would be surprised if anybody would say no, because that Game Awards was insane. Here's the next game from the, Shadow of the Colossus creator or whatever. Here's Naughty Dog's next game, freaking Onimusha sequel, Okami sequel. It got crazy. The next game from the Overcooked people, you probably don't care about that. Witcher 4 kicked off the show. By the way, Elden Ring Night Rain. Freaking the return of shit like Turok and Virtua Fighter. It was ridiculous. Sifu developers' next game being a soccer thing in the pre-show. That Game Awards show, and I was there live in person to watch that. That was crazy. And that's where we come to the title of my stream that I currently have this as. I'm not expecting much from the Game Awards this year. In fact, I strongly actually anticipate I think a lot of people are going to be disappointed with it. If they're just watching it for the reveals, I have a very strong feeling, and I would be very happy to be wrong here, that the Game Awards this year is going to be very calm. You know, it's going to be good. It's going to be nice. But because of last year, people are going to be very underwhelmed. But that's because last year set a whole other level. It's like the Xbox show this year. Xbox probably had their best showcase ever in 2024. And then this year, while it wasn't bad, you know, it was good. But I think that left people pretty underwhelmed. But that's because 2024 Xbox showcase was wild. So I'm wondering if the Game Awards can manage to, like, you know, reveal-wise, have the stuff this year. And that's where I would love to see you come in. Let's ask that first. Just hypothetical question to you watching. What could be something that the Game Awards this year could be insane? You know, like, that isn't so out of the realm of possibility, but like if Jeff and the team managed to get it, wow. Like, what would be one of those things to you? Or maybe just generally speaking. I would love to know. Like, what would that be for you? Creature was saying a lot of big name games have already been announced, so I don't know what they could rival all that. And that's a good point, Creature says. Like, a lot of things are already announced, you know? So will we just get follow-up trailers? Because really the thing that makes Game Awards or just showcases cool is the reveals. Like, obviously it's cool to get another look at a game that we know about, that we're looking forward to, but the reveals is the things that we kind of talk about and go like, holy snizzle for, you know? Creature, a show you can sip your tea with. Yes. In terms of game things that could make people explode. Flourish, if I get more Marvel Tokon or more info on Guilty Gear Strive 2.0, I'm satisfied. Guilty Gear Strive 2.0. Holy cow. Marvel Tokon. So, I'm going to put something down. I'm going to add to our bingo card right now. Because I think I'm going to hope for it. I'm going to hope for it. And C2 just joined, so this is perfect. Marvel Tokon. Is it Tokon? Character reveal. I'll say that. I think that's like a possibility, you know. I don't know if it'll for sure happen, but I think that is a, like, I would be down to put it on the bingo card. Kingdom Hearts 4. Is it too early to talk about that? Yes or no? Does Kingdom Hearts 4 show up at the Game Awards? Yes or no, if you're watching live. Bro, I said 2. I meant the new one. Oh. Kingdom Hearts 4, man. It'll never be at a Jeff show. I feel like Jeff, when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 4, he just likes to troll people, you know? Like, he just won't do it. Like, no response at all to Kingdom Hearts? None? At all? Well, we don't got the usual crew here. Fun fact, if you're like a newer person, there is actually a few names here I feel like have come in over the past couple years. Like 2017 through 2019, I became known as like the Kingdom Hearts guy. I was like all about Kingdom Hearts. And that's literally why some people just connected so hard with me and they subscribed. And yeah, so that's the usual gang ain't here, but if they were here, I would love to see if they would think Kingdom Hearts 4 would show up at the Game Awards. And I strongly do not think. I'm not willing to put that on the bingo card because Kingdom Hearts 4 is it's just something that Jeff, he just doesn't, he literally trolls the Kingdom Hearts community, I feel like. I feel like that's literally on record. I feel like there was one time that he's just like, what's Kingdom Hearts? It's like, shut up, Jeff. Shut up. Luan, I hope Kingdom Hearts is shown, man. Yeah, like, I'll hope too, but I just don't know when. I don't know where. Again, I feel like Dragon Quest 12. Dragon Quest 12? Yes, no? I would love to see yes or no's to like make this like over, not over under, but just like when I say yes or no, I mean like a chance. I'm not saying guaranteed, but just at least a chance. Dragon Quest 12? Maybe? C2 Dragon Quest is also in 2035. What? Kyle Fritz says Kingdom Hearts 4 won't be there. Final Fantasy 7 Part 3 though. No! No! We can't get Part 3 before Dragon Quest 12 and Kingdom Hearts 4. Don't say that, Kyle. We can't let that happen. Okay, Creature says no to Dragon Quest. Gotham says no to Dragon Quest. Not with Dragon Quest 12 remake in a few months. Yeah, man. I'm doing it. I'm being bold. I'm doing it. Screw you guys. I'm doing it. Whoa, how did I do that? I didn't mean to make it big. Quest 12. I'm doing it. Screw you guys. What did I do? I don't know how this works. What have I done? What have I done? Oh, it's that big. All right. It'll probably happen. Square Enix keeps good schedule with it. I'm not saying like, I'm just saying next year could be the year of the Dragon Quest. It feels like Dragon Quest, like Square Enix has really been riding that train. Like here's this remake, here's this remake. Now let's have a 7 remake. And let's have our big fall game next year be 12. Like, it's just the year of Dragon. I don't know. I'm going to be optimistic and say, so you're telling me there's a chance. Okay, Lawn, I'm going to be a bit of a lunatic. It's about time for Half-Life 3. I refuse to put it, Lawn. I refuse. I know the Steam machine is now finally a thing, and that would be such a great way to sell that system, but I just don't. I can't. I don't think we'll ever actually get a true Half-Life 3. I feel like we'll just get a Half-Life subtext, you know, like just something of a, like Half-Life Alyx, you know? But man, what if? I can't put it on the bingo card, but what a moment if that would happen. But I don't know. I don't know if, you know, Valve actually has a really good relationship with Jeff. That's actually true. Valve has a really good relationship with the Game Awards committee, so you never know. C2 Kingdom Hearts 4 is in a better boat, actually, so you've got to put that in if Dragon Quest is in. I would be so, like, as much as I want to see Kingdom Hearts 4 before Dragon Quest 12, I just think it's fair. You know, Dragon Quest 12 was revealed first, so let that, you know, get shown first or come out first. I don't know. Then again, Kingdom Hearts 4, we've seen a lot more of a look because Dragon Quest 12 was just a freaking graphic. That's true. Pull a Lion King. What do you mean, Juan? Not Juan, Johan. Gotham Guardian. I'm putting it. Gotham Guardian's got a good one. Let's see. Why is it big now? Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake. There's been a lot of smoke around that. That there is a remake of what has been probably the best Assassin's Creed game ever, ? I know like the original and 2 is great, but like Black Flag, there's rumors that they are remaking it. Ubisoft did confirm, by the way, FYI, let's just go down publishers, you know, like Ubisoft, they did confirm that we will not be seeing Prince of Persia at the Game Awards, so you can count that out. But if it's true, if Assassin's Creed Black Flag is being remade, I could very much see that showing up there. Flourish, I mean, the area Jeff showed off had Mesa in its name, so yes, I'm delusional. Sega is 100% here. They love Jeff. Okay, no, Flash, I 100% agree. Like, Sega showed up hard. Either last year, actually, no, both last year and the year before. Sega showed up hard. So, if Sega was here, what would be here? Put Persona 6. C2, you didn't say the magic words. Put Persona 6, you coward. Put Persona 6 on your bingo card. Do it, you coward. Oh, man. When the time comes for Persona 6, I feel like that's an Xbox showcase. If like the idea, the speculation is that the next color theme Persona, because you know, like 3 was blue, 4 was yellow, 5 was red. The rumor or the speculation is that the next game is going to be green themed. And if it's green themed, you gotta show it at an Xbox show. Like, no way you don't. So, yeah, I'm not going to put that. Juan, there's definitely something from Atlas. I'm positive about that. I just wonder what they'll show. Nike/Roxas is here. Expedition 33 DLC. Nike, did we see Kingdom Hearts 4? I was looking for you earlier. Expedition 33 DLC. Did they say that there's going to be DLC for Expedition? I don't know. Oh, Flourish, more of Stranger Than Heaven or Jet Set Radio. Okay, I'll put it down. I like this. Stranger Than Heaven. That I believe, isn't that the next game? Like Project Century. That's the next game from the Yakuza studio. Am I wrong about that? I think that strongly could be there in terms of like studios that Sega owns. Juan, actually, next year is Sonic Anniversary. Give us the reveal of the next mainline 3. Man, that would be huge. Sonic always appears in these shows. No, he doesn't. What you talking about, Willis? Sega does, but not Sonic. Nintendo didn't reveal the red one, and Sonic didn't reveal the blue one. Correct, C2, but just look, like lately, a lot of Atlas's mainline stuff, like Atlas has a strong relationship with Xbox right now in terms of their game reveals. I don't think they revealed Metaphor through Xbox. I am not sure where they revealed that, but they had a Metaphor trailer at Xbox. They announced all of the console ports of the Persona games there. They revealed Persona 3 Reload there. They revealed the Persona 4 remake there. They I believe Project Episode Igus was there. Like they just have a strong. So I don't know. That's my last thoughts on that. Phantom Blade Zero, Kyle Fritz. I'm putting that. Phantom Blade Zero. That's a good one. Blade Zero. Didn't they literally say like Phantom Blade Zero? We would know the release date to that by the you'll know the release window sometime this year. Like I thought they said something like that. That would be pretty cool. I think that feels right. I feel like Phantom Blade Zero, like I was wondering like PlayStation wise what would be at this show. Because I feel like Xbox and PlayStation specifically, Nintendo is not going to show up with anything. And I miss them. I miss those moments of like I think it was 2018, the Game Awards, where it's like, here's Bayonetta 3 and Joker coming to Smash. That was cool, man. And there was 2017 where they revealed the coming DLC for Breath of the Wild. Like, I miss Nintendo being at the Game Awards. That would be really cool. But PlayStation and Xbox, I can almost guarantee at least one or two of their games will be there. And I feel like for PlayStation, I've kind of already covered what could, you know. These are, people don't like to use the term second party, but that's the closest thing. You know, these are not internally developed games by PlayStation, but they are games that PlayStation is funding, aka publishing. So Marvel Tokon and Phantom Blade Zero, I feel like are the two strongest bets. Will we see a PlayStation reveal? Let me ask you that. Like Gotham brings up the new Santa Monica game, the Cory Barlog game. Let me just ask you guys that. Yes or no? Will we see a brand new PlayStation game here that's never been revealed before? Kind of like how last year the show ended with Intergalactic Prophet. from Naughty Dog being revealed. Are we going to get another PlayStation reveal? Yes or no? Roxas says yes. Creature says yes. I wonder, man, because that would be a big moment. You guys are on that train. Really? Does a new controller count? Really? Do we put that? Like, does that count as an entry? You know, like, we don't have to guess the game. It's just like totally brand new PlayStation thing. I'm down. You know what? Like, let's do it. Brand new PlayStation reveal. PlayStation first party game. Yeah, just something we've never seen before. Like never, like maybe I'll title it that. Like never before seen PlayStation game reveal. Yeah, just a brand new PlayStation game. I'm down for that. I think that is a strong like potential possibility. We're just talking about things that are like a chance. We're not saying these will happen, but just that there's a strong enough chance. So that's why you could throw everything out. More Saros. I feel like we just got Saros for some reason. Like Saros and Wolverine we're still pretty close off of, but that new Santa Monica and Cory Borlaug game, if that happened here, like if they just say Santa Monica, Cory Borlaug, just instantly, wow, that'd be crazy. Johan, okay, you know what? I like this. I like where Johan is. Okay, I want to know what unhype thing happens. Like, what's something that won't excite people? Dave the Diver. I'm putting it. Dave the Diver is in every showcase ever. What's another one? Like ever. Hoyoverse. I feel like Hoyoverse is too easy. Like that's not fair. You know, like Hoyoverse guaranteed will be there. But if you say which one specifically, but usually there's always like a section that's like multiple Hoyoverse games. So I feel like that's too easy. That's taking candy from a baby. Okay. Roxas, we know the DLC is supposed to come out next year. Are we talking Metaphor, Expedition? What are we doing? Okay, now I'm curious about this. Expedition 33 DLC. Visitors receive a significant free update, non-traditional pages, which add a new playable environment, late game boss battles, new costumes, increased language support. Huh. So just a big free update. Huh. I don't know. I don't feel like putting that. But hey, if we see that, that'd be pretty cool. I'd be down for that. Just like, look at this big free update to come back to our game and so on. Yeah, I already put it, Roxas, Dave the Diver. I remember one year we had so many random zombie games. Yeah, I kind of want to think of another like unexciting one because we're gonna get that, you know. Can I just say like generic mech game? I kind of want to just put generic mecha game or something. I want to put another like unexciting one. I think that's fun. I think that's a funny thing to do. I want to put like a couple of like, we can be pretty general with it, you know, but just like, I guess fine. But Hoyoverse is too easy. Okay, extraction shooter. I'm down for that, C2. New extraction shooter. I'm down. I'm down. Are there any video game movies that might get promoted that would be mid? I don't think so. More likely shows. I'm I'm putting this. You know what? I'm putting this. This is kind of middle ground. Like it's both exciting and not. New Fallout show, or I'll just say Fallout show trailer. Just another Fallout show trailer. I believe this is gonna air on Amazon as well. So if you, for whatever reason, don't want to watch it on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, you could watch it on Amazon apparently. Excuse me. So I feel like, you know, ooh, I think Amazon is working on something Tomb Raider related. I feel like it's too soon for that though. The Game Awards brought by Saudi Arabia. An anime gacha game. Jeff loves those. I'll put it. I like that. Anime. Oops. Anime gotcha game. Okay, we got a few. We got a couple of like non-exciting ones. Let's get back to the more like interesting stuff. Or wait, no, Gotham. Okay, stupid wild card. Trailer for the Watch Dogs movie. That's wild. That's wild. I don't see that. That's too wild. I would kind of pop off though. Darth Angel, we talked about Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm not willing to put it on my bingo card, but I hope for it. I obviously hope for it. Yo, Secret Level Season 2, Johan. Yo. Is that confirmed in development? Yes, it's been renewed. Was announced shortly after due to strong forces. Oh, dude. But I wonder how long that's. So they announced it was renewed in December, but like that could take a long time. I like it. I like it though. I'm putting it. Johan, I freaking like that one. That's a good one. I'm doing that shit. Oh, I see a new Arcane tease. Ooh. No, I like that freaking Secret Level Season 2. I like that. That's a good one. I dig that. I can picture that perfectly. I know the Shadow of the Colossus team showed their game last year. Do you think that they could show their game again, even Okami 2? I think it's too soon for either personally. But then if it's not at the Game Awards this year, I'm not sure when it'll come up. But I think it's a bit too soon for Okami and that I forget I forget that studio's name, but the Shadow of the Colossus people. I just think it's too soon for those personally. I would love to be wrong. You know, I would love to be wrong. Flairish, real prediction, but maybe Mario Galaxy movie clip like they did with the first movie. Well, it is coming out in April. I don't know. I feel like Nintendo would have said something by now. I don't feel that for some reason. I don't feel that. Something about that just doesn't. I feel like Nintendo's just gonna go their own way with that, as well as Universal. Oh, that reminds me, Keebs, have you heard Titus has been promoted to captain now? No. Good for him. I don't have much to say about it, but good for him. Xbox 360 remake of cult classic, lots of potential. I missed what was said about that. Hi, Supertone. Okay, let's think. So, I talked a good deal about Square Enix. There's got to be something obvious, Square Enix. Like, I put Dragon Quest 12 just for the spice of it, and I think I'm going to always put that for a lot of showcases, because I just want Dragon Quest 12 to be shown so that I can start hoping for Kingdom Hearts 4. Like I just feel like I can't hope for Kingdom Hearts 4 until Dragon Quest 12 shows up. But, Final Fantasy Remake 3. No, we can't allow that. We can't allow that to happen before Dragon Quest 12. Like, it has to go Dragon Quest 12, then Kingdom Hearts 4, and then Final Fantasy 7. Ooh, maybe the Venom game that was rumored. Is that still in development though? Like, I don't know. I just feel like there's something from Square Enix that's not like obvious, like something small, like an Octopath level thing, or like a Pixel remake, or maybe something smaller. I don't know. They did say that they are focusing on their major franchises going forward, so maybe we can't expect smaller stuff anymore. Final Fantasy 17, hell no, hell no. That'd be wild. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Yeah, Octopath League just came out. Capcom. How about Capcom? Do we see anything from Capcom? I feel like Resident Evil Requiem, you gotta stop. But then again, this would be the, you know what? I hate it. You know what? Johan said earlier, can we think of some non-interesting ones? Resident Evil Requiem. I think that's one of those ones where it's like, man, we've seen it so many times. But here's the thing. The game comes out in like February, doesn't it? It's like so this is technically the last big showcase to show it for. Now, if PlayStation follows tradition, I think that there might be a state of play in February, and maybe they could time it with that. But I could definitely see Resident Evil Requiem showing up here, so I'll put that. It's not really an interesting one, but yeah. Hear me out. Mega Man Collection. Mega Man Legends Collection. I like it. I like it. I don't know. Gotham might say this. Capcom will announce their big 2027 game Devil May Cry 6. Ooh! We don't have a release date for, what's that game? What's the game that I'm super... Pragmata. The game that's like the guy and robot girl. Pragmata release date. I know it's supposed to come out next year. Ooh, that could be good. I'll say that. Pragmata. Is it Prog or Pragmata? Which one was it? Pragmata. Okay. Mata release date. That would be a cool one. Okay, Resident Evil Requiem, kind of lame. Pragmata release date, pretty cool. Yeah, I could see that. By the way, just really quick story. I wanted to play that at PAX so bad, and I could have played it, but instead I played Onimusha, the Onimusha sequel. I wish I swapped so bad. Not because that demo was bad, but just like the Pragmata line was outrageously long. Anyway. Okay, so I want to transition us to a place that C2, and we still have to go over, if you have not heard, there's this really weird gate thing that we should probably talk about. But before that, let's get a couple more in, as well as I got some like plugins to make. Thank you very much for watching if you're here, by the way. I hope, you know, this is an interesting conversation to you. But yeah, so let's talk about Xbox for a second, because they got over 40 projects in development. C2, do you think Fallout has a chance? I don't know if you said. I mentioned the Fallout show. I think the Fallout show could very well show up here. Just like one more trailer before it airs. Does that start airing this month, actually? Ooh, I might have to remove that. Hang on. Fallout show season 2. I think that starts airing this month. Oh God, it does. Yeah, I think one last trailer, but game-wise, Fallout. Game-wise, does Fallout show up at the Game Awards? There's been a lot of rumors. And a while ago, it was kind of sort of leaked, actually, so not even rumor, but that at least at one point in time, there was a Fallout 3 sort of remake, very much in the style that Elder Scrolls 4 got done. That'd be wild if that showed up here. can see it. I can see that. That for some reason to me feels like, and I feel like Todd Howard, he shows up at one of these like every year, whether it's Gamescom or the Game Awards. He has to show up at one of Jeff's shows. Man. Oh man, I kind of want to put it. Okay, let's say hypothetically. And we'll talk about that statue in a moment, Luan. Like I'm already seeing like more Fallout 76 DLC calling it. That is like one of those safe options. C2 could even be a shadow drop. Calm down. Darth Angel, a new Elder Scrolls. No. Let's talk about like what could come from like the whole Xbox division. You know, there's Bethesda, Bethesda/ZeniMax. There's Xbox Game Studios. There's Activision. There's Blizzard, and technically there's King. So like 5 different publishers all in one. I feel like Fallout 3 remake, if that is real, something about that, I feel like if it showed up, it would be like a shadow drop. Like, hey, play it next week or something. That feels good to me. I don't like, I'm doing it. Like, I'm thinking about it too long. There's something about that just feels like, it just feels right. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but like, I just feel like there's a strong enough chance that I'm down to put it on the bingo card. I feel like that's the most likely. Oh, the Doom DLC from Xbox. Doom the Dark Ages is supposed to have a DLC. Ooh, I don't see that being shown at the coming like when Xbox does their developer direct. That's not a thing you focus on for the developer direct. I also feel like that's small enough that you just kind of market it on its own. No, I don't think that shows up here. Toys for Bob. What is Toys for Bob's next game? That would be a pretty freaking cool moment if we saw Toys for Bob's next game confirmed at the Game Awards show here. It really depends on what the developer direct is for Xbox next year. Like, Xbox has so many things in the works that's ridiculous. And it's like, what do they save for their developer direct? Because they already said, you know, like, we're going to have, like, the coolest developer direct ever for their 25th anniversary would be to do it on Forza Horizon 6, Halo Combat, or Campaign Evolved, Gears of War E-Day, and Fable. Like, if a developer direct on Xbox's 25th anniversary had those 4 games, coolest shit ever. But, so it just depends if they do that. Because if they don't do that, then I feel like that would be a great time for the Toys for Bob game reveal. But if they are going to do that cool idea, then I feel like this is the spot to do it. This might be the spot to reveal the Toys for Bob game. I'm doing it. That's crazy! Wait, that's crazy. That's a little bit crazy. Flourish, I'm not sure since they announced Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition recently. That's what I was thinking too about the Fallout 3 thing. That's the main reason that stopped me. But like, it just feels right to me. I don't know. Darth Angel, they're not working on Banjo-Kazooie. They've expressed though, it's like, if things continue, we would like Banjo-Kazooie to be our next game. Toys for Bob is an Xbox Summer Show vibe. Like, I agree, Kyle, but it's just like, how long game... You might be right. Yeah, Kyle, I'm kind of with you. You might have convinced me. Because I was going to say, usually Toys for Bob games, they kind of like, they release a game like every 3 years. They're doing the damn thing. But it's like how... It depends if they intend to release it in the early half of the year, it'll show up here. If it's the back half of the year, it'll show up at the showcase. I think showcase. You convinced me. Yeah, Kyle, I'm with you. They have a heavy Fallout focus because of the TV show. Yeah. That's a good point. The TV show. I'm sticking with Fallout 3 remake. I'm pretty selling that. Kyle Fritz, too early for the next Minecraft thing, like a spin-off or something. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, because we haven't gotten a new Minecraft thing in a while. The last, like, game was Minecraft Legends. Did you play that, by the way? What'd you think of it? I thought it was okay. Minecraft Legends, that was in 2023. Minecraft Dungeons was in 2019, I think, or 2020. I can't remember. Probably 2020. Yeah, I guess the next Minecraft thing would be if they have another spin-off. I'm not feeling that, though, for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what else could come from Xbox. Blizzard. I did see Diablo 5 earlier. You know what I am putting? I'm doing it. For Blizzard, from Blizzard. This is bold. This is bold. And I kind of wish it was part of the Xbox Developer Direct. And it's also really risky because BlizzCon is coming back next year, and it makes total sense that you would save this for BlizzCon. So I'm kind of going against things here, but Diablo 4 next DLC. I'm not confident in that. I'm not confident in that, but I just feel like we got Vessel of Hatred last year, which was the year following the game's release, and we still have no word as to when the next DLC is. And granted, what's his name left Blizzard, the general manager or whatever, that also worked on Gears and such. So maybe they're just moving pretty slow with it, but something tells me that it would show up here before BlizzCon. So I'll say that. So the next Diablo DLC. And like, I put something down for Bethesda. I put something down for Blizzard. Something from, like, I don't think Activision, really. I already talked about Toys for Bob. Xbox. Outer Worlds 2 showed up. Kojima's next game showed up. Game Studios, Xbox Game Studios could be here. Clockwork Revolution, dude. I want a developer direct on Clockwork Revolution. Like, I'm going to put this because it makes me mad, but Clockwork Revolution... I want a developer direct. I want like a deep dive on that game so bad, but I could picture after that crazy awesome 5-minute trailer we got at the Xbox showcase this year. That was the trailer of the show, in my opinion. I feel like Clockwork Revolution, we will get a, whether it's here or sometime else soon, we will get a release date for that game. I feel like Clockwork Revolution, that 5-minute trailer, it just seems so far along. So, yeah. I'll end it with that in terms of the Xbox stuff. Fallout 3 Remake, Diablo 4 next DLC, and Clockwork Revolution. I think those are good ideas. The Diablo rumors help that case, I think, Kyle Fritz says. Oh yeah, what about OD? OD's in a tough place right now, man. Like, unfortunately, one of the actors passed that Kojima was working with on that game, so that probably set them back, so they probably don't want to show anything to figure out how they're going to deal with that. Tides of Annihilation, Darth Angel, we just got it, you know? We just got it, so I don't think so. State of Decay 3, I also think that's something that's like an Xbox-only thing. Dusk Bloods. I'll do it. I like that. Duskbloods. We'll see Duskbloods. Potentially. I like that. That's a little bit risky because that is a Nintendo exclusive. So it's like, if that shows up anywhere, it would be a Nintendo Direct. But FromSoft, I feel like, is just constantly at the Game Awards. I could be wrong. I don't think that's true, actually. Dan is just Dan. If Microsoft shows up, it's most likely a 2027 game. Blade. Nah, they already showed Blade at the Game Awards. I think Blade is a showcase thing. Anyway. We got a lot here. fine. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. What is this? Let's talk about this. What the hell is this? Kyle Fritz, did we mention Witcher 4 yet? Is that the T? No. Well, So, Jeff Keighley put up this tweet that was like, it started off as like a location on a map. Like Jeff Keighley, I wonder if I could find it actually. That is a gateway to hell, man. By the way, this went up today. There's a trailer for freaking Replaced release date. I wish this was at the Game Awards. I would have popped off. I would have loved to have got my reaction to this, but man, Replaced got its release date, and that release date trailer is sick. Anyway, but I want to. Okay. I guess Exodus is confirmed. I just want to see if I can find the weird. Evanescence is going to be performing. What is this? Huh. Real inspiring thickness. It's the alligator, man. This alligator is what trips me up. So basically, Jeff put up this map location. Like he just tweeted like a location on a map that is like, you know, what is this? And when people go to the location, they see this. They basically see a gate of hell. And it's very meticulously crafted, as you can see. It's super detailed. And ever since this has been shown, everybody's like, what the hell is this? And what could it be for? It just looks like a gate to hell. There's a bunch of skeletons. There's a freaking alligator at the bottom. It looks like the back of Kratos' armor over there. But like, and supposedly what we have heard is Jez Gordon thought that it was for Diablo, and then who's like a credible Xbox insider, but then Jason Schreier, who's just a general insider that knows a lot about the industry, he's like, I don't know where Jez got that information, because I can confirm to you it is not Diablo. So just FYI. And now supposedly we're hearing it's not Elder Scrolls 6. I don't know where this is from, but however, according to veteran games journalist Jason Schreier saying it's not Elder Scrolls 6 either. Jesus. So I don't know. Jason Schreier is constantly debunking things, I guess. I'll do this one more time because people are getting out of control. No, the statue isn't teasing Elder Scrolls 6. Now I'm going to stop responding about this unless someone finds me at the JW bar next week and asks really nicely. Then maybe I'll answer depending on how many drinks I've had. That's really funny. So I don't know. I don't know what this statue is about. Any guesses as to what it could be? The statue could be the Atreus game. The Atreus game. Is Atreus just like going into freaking hell? I wonder if it has to do with whatever this vagina is or whatever. like I don't know. Stranger Things. I don't know, man. Looks to be in Australia. This means Half-Life Pablo is real. I don't know, man. Hellblade 3. I don't know. It just seems like something that Blizzard would do. Path of Exile, I suppose. I don't know, man. Like, Path of Exile makes sense, but I just feel like it's something like... I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. I have to straight up say, like, I don't even want to put anything on my bingo card. I have no idea what it could be after all the things that have been debunked. But, like, Dante's Inferno 2 would be insane. But like, there was a game, and this is where I would love your help. I think it was at Gamescom this year. I'm pretty sure it was Gamescom. We got to see like a spiritual successor to Dante's Inferno. I would love your help on this because I'm hoping I'm not crazy. There was like this, it looked like an action game over the shoulder, kind of Hellblade perspective style, where it's like third person. And it just seemed like a spiritual successor to Diablo. You're in hell or something. I can't, like, does anybody remember what I'm talking about? I don't remember what this game was, and I wish I did because it looked sick. Maybe it's that game. Maybe it's that game. But yeah. Witcher 4. I don't think so, man. God, I wish I remembered that game. If any of you name that game, I'll take off my checkered shirt. I won't take off my actual shirt, but I'll take off my checkered shirt. For you. Okay. Anyways, we're well at the hour, so I want to kind of like, it's Doki V, guys. You know what? I'm putting Doki V. I'm putting Doki V. Where is Doki V? I'm putting it. Where the hell is Doki V? We freaking need that game. Come on. Where's Doki V? No, sir, denying all these big suggestions, but not Half-Life 3. That's true. Cthulhu Calling 2. It is not Cthulhu Calling 2. That is not the game. At this point, I kind of just want to put stuff that I kind of hope, because we're kind of like, I don't know. I wanted to think of like one more like, I want to let this bottom row be things that I really like. If any of these 5 happen, that's what I'm going to reveal to you. If any of these 5 happen, I'll lose my shit. I'll fill the bottom row up with that. But, Kingdom Hearts in Fortnite. No, never. Don't let Sora dab. Bandai Namco? Bandai Namco or some indie developer? Are we forgetting something? I'm not going to say that name again. But he could meet Goku and it would be funny. No. Deca Police. I've never heard of this. I don't know what that is. Deca Police. I don't know what that is. Oh, interesting. I'll do it. I'll put it. I like it. I like it. Deca Police. Okay, there we go. He got to me first. Bandai already has their stuff out. I can't think of anything they'd show. The Expanse game from Owlcat. Expanse game. The Expanse game from Owlcat. Oh, yeah. I don't know. That could be there. Anyway. Ace Combat 8. Now we're just getting everything in. I'm really mad. None of you could remember what the non-Dante's Inferno sequel was. These final 5, I would like to just dive into just open hopes. Like, what is our biggest hopes? Like, things that, like, if this got shown at the Game Awards, you would lose your mind. I've seen Half-Life 3 come up from, I forgot who it was, Flourish or whatever. Judas! Thank you, Gotham. Judas! Judas is one of my 5 that I will lose my shit. I will lose my shit if we get Judas finally. Like, please. This bottom row is things that I will crap my pants to. Toys for Bob. If we get to see Toys for Bob's next game, that will be on Xbox Game Pass day 1, I will lose my shenanigy banagies. Obviously Kingdom Hearts 4. That's like obvious, you know, we talked about that. Like, these are the bottom row here are things that if they happen, there will be a reaction to witness. I don't know what else. Like, somebody said earlier, like, a new trailer for Halo Campaign Evolved. I would love to see that. I don't know if I'll pop off for it, but I would love to see Halo on, like... But I don't want that. No, I want Halo on Xbox's damn stage. I'm tired of Halo just not be on Xbox's stage. No, I want Halo to be on the Xbox stage. As I think of these, please keep dropping. What is something of a reveal at the Game Awards that would make you lose your mind and it would not be something that's just safe to you, but it's just like, oh my god, if that happened, my pants are coming off. For me, I am saying Judas, Toys for Bob's next game. I'll be more specific with that. Toys for Bob's next game. Ooh! I got one, and it's actually a pretty good one, but I don't know if I'll like pop off hard for. I kind of want to put it. No, it's too soon. Never mind. Oh, I was gonna put something good. It's too soon. Okay, I'll think out loud. The things that I thought out loud, I was said was, one. What was one? I don't remember. What was that? I don't remember. But the other one was Liza P2. Yeah, it's too soon for that. We could get it teased next year. Just teased, but I think it's too early. But there was another one I thought of. I don't remember what it was, but I was just like, I don't know if I'd pop off for that, though. I'm not sure. And that makes me sad. Like, I'm not sure what I would pop off for. There's so many. I don't know what I would pop off for. That actually makes this a little bit hard. What would I pop off for? I should have thought of that. I'm going to look at what you guys say, because will Silksong finally be there? You'd pop off for Halo even if you prefer it next. I would, but it's just like, I just don't want it there. As much as I would be happy to see it, like, in general, I just don't want it there. I want it to be on Xbox's damn stage. Pisses me off how Halo is just, like, never on Xbox's stage. Were you excited for a routine back at Gamescom, Flourish? Not really. I was excited that it was, like, you know, finally getting a release date, but that's too scary for me. Destiny 3, Ace Attorney 7, Creature, a new mainline Tales of game. We're sharing things that would make people pop off hard, like for you personally. Gotham, a new trailer for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake. And wow, you know what? I'm doing it, man. Star Wars Eclipse. I forgot about that. Is that still in development? Dude. Star Wars Eclipse. I forgot about that. Wow. Wow. That would be pretty cool, and I could actually picture that. That would be so freaking cool. Didn't it get canceled? That's what I mean. I thought I heard it got All right. Oops, come on. Come on. Is Star Wars Eclipse canceled? No, Star Wars Eclipse has not been canceled, and developer Quantum Dream has confirmed it's still in development. However, the game has faced rumors of troubled slow development. It's known Quantum Dream is now working on multiple projects simultaneously. So it's still in development, supposedly. Dark Souls 4, Tifa and Tekken. They already did Clive, so they wouldn't add a second Final Fantasy character. Maybe but that would be cool. That would be freaking awesome. Oh my god, that'd be so cool. Maybe we'll see the Wizard of Oz one. There's a Wizard of Oz game. Kyle, I'd pop off for the next Tomb Raider. That would be freaking dope. Has a canceled game ever been uncanceled? That's a good question. Does anybody know? They did Clive and Noctis. Is Noctis in Tekken, like the newest Tekken? Not the previous. Like Clive and Noctis are in the same Tekken. Half-Life 3. Like, all right, fine. Just because we've gone on for a while. 3. Yeah, that's what I thought. Noctis is in 7, not 8. What's the newest Tekken? Hang on. Is Tekken 8 a thing? Yeah, okay, so Noctis was in 7, 5 was in 8. Okay, so when Tekken 9 comes out, the Final Fantasy 7 main character will be. Yeah, okay. I'm cool with this bingo card. This is my what could be at the Game Awards bingo card, with the bottom row being my like things I would pop off for that I'm sure I could actually. Oh, I just thought of one, but I don't think I'll pop off for it. I'll just be really excited. The next game from the Overcooked developer. It was revealed last year, and it was a weird reveal. I thought it was an awesome reveal at the time, but like they're like, look at all that gameplay, and they weren't like showing the gameplay, which is weird. What was it called? The Overcooked developers, they're working on a game called something Frights or something like Split Frights or something. You remember what I'm talking about? Like that game last year. If I see that again, it'll kind of be like Doki V, as like something I'll be like, yay, you know, but I'll just say for now, the 5 things that'll probably make me like fall back in my chair would be Judas, Toys for Bob's next game, Kingdom Hearts 4, Star Wars Eclipse, and Half-Life 3. And then the rest of the things we've come up with are up here. And I feel like the cheapest one is the anime gacha game. Like, it's like, God. And new extraction shooter. Come on. But anyway. Stage Fright. Thank you, Darth Angel. Stage Fright. Yes, Stage Fright. I will be so excited to see that. Kyle Fritz. Xbox hardware. I'd pop off. Can you imagine if Jeff Keighley is like, he just says like, 6 years ago, that's crazy, 6 years ago, Jesus. 6 years ago, I introduced something that was a surprise to everyone, introducing a new era of gaming. Tonight, I have the privilege to introduce the follow-up to that announcement. And then we just get, you know, the reveal of the next Xbox. That would be so cool. Like, I don't see the original like rumors was that Xbox was trying to like get a head start and basically pull an Xbox 360 moment where they want to launch their next system in 2026. Now, that was the original rumors, and since then, it's kind of been changed, and now it's stating that, like, 2027 is the time. But, man, only if it's ready, you know? Only if it's ready, that would be an interesting move, because if they do that, then I wonder if that would be, like, you know, if a PlayStation 5 Pro is going to be the best way to play GTA 6 currently. Because GTA 6 is not coming to PCs. It's only going to be on consoles. Except the Switch 2. But if this beefy premium system is out around by November for their 25th anniversary, this could be the place to kick that off. I'm just saying. That'd be wild. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but man, it's like, look, if I was at the if I'm at the meetings or whatever, and it's just like, guys, I know our next console isn't ready yet, but is there any way we can make it happen in time? Because if we reveal that thing at the Game Awards this year, then that means people will know the beefiest system to buy GTA 6 for will be on Xbox. And if we get GTA players to adapt to our ecosystem, if we get the GTA players, that'll be awesome. Now, granted, I don't think actual players will care because they'll be like, oh, whatever. I'm fine playing it on my PS5. Like, that's totally fine. I don't think it'll actually matter. I don't think, like, playing it on a super beefy boy. But I do think that some people will care, like, hey, what is the beefiest way I could possibly play Grand Theft Auto 6? That would be that system. I'm just saying. So, Flares, that is actually so smart. Like, again, it's only if they feel it's ready. Like, if they feel they can get it ready in time. What a way to have the 25th anniversary. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. But we can only imagine. I think you should take off extraction shooters and put in any Konami remake. Zizu, whatever. I'm begging to see more Blade, man. I want to know what Arcane Leon is cooking. Well, I have a theory video about this, but Blade should be releasing late next year. It should be releasing late next year or early 2027. I truly think this, like the next Xbox showcase, will probably be the greatest Xbox showcase of all time. And I basically have a whole video breaking down like why that is. I made it last year. Some things in that video are kind of outdated, but I do think the development timelines that I outlined in that video still applies. Like, the Xbox showcase of 2026 could be something of legends is all I'll say about that. But Rise of Hydra, Flair says. That could be pretty cool. Gotham, with what of these would you personally open and end the show? Ooh, that's a good question. That's a fun one. I like that, Gotham. Of all these games here, which ones would I like open and close the show with? You gotta close with Half-Life 3. C2 says, like, you gotta close with Half-Life 3, if that exists. This bottom row, I feel like these five at the bottom here, those are not like, those are not actual like chances to me. But if they were real, you gotta close with Half-Life 3, no question. So I'm just gonna ignore that bottom row. If like, but let's just say these upper four rows, because no question, you close with Half-Life 3, and I don't know, you could open with Star Wars Eclipse, but of these upper four rows, I could picture, if we're counting, are we counting the pre-show? Because if we're counting the pre-show, I feel like they could open the pre-show with Doki V. Like, I could very much picture that being a pre-show opener. Then again, no, I guess a pre-show opener, I guess it'd be like Dave the Diver. That would be like a pre-show opener. But the main show opener, which I think will be way more... Yeah, you open with Dave the Diver. Yep. The main show opener... sorry if you guys hear, like, hammering. Something's happening over by my side. They're, like, modeling something. Pre-show opener. Or, sorry, the main show opener. It's so freaking loud. That's really tough. The main show opener, I think... That's a tough one, man. What would you guys say? Like, the main show opener of these upper four rows. These upper four. Ah, man. I don't hear anything but you and the music. Okay, well, that's good. I'm glad you don't hear the hammering. I think a dope-ass trailer. I feel like, so for some reason, I keep gravitating to Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Like, I feel like there could be a really dope, because that would be a reveal. I feel like, it depends on how much of a remake it is, but like, if it's like a really hard one, something about that gravitates to me, but I don't know. But closer, of all of these, There's nothing really major here. I don't really picture... Oh, the new PlayStation. Never before seen PlayStation thing. But that would be a little bit repetitive because you already closed last year with the reveal. So, anyway. Opener is going to be something we didn't anticipate. I agree. Darth Angel. I agree. I want to plug in some things before, you know, like we wrap up here before then. Just really quick. Unbeatable. Comes out next week. That's probably my last like major purchase of the year. I'm looking forward to playing that. But also, shout out to Supertone because Supertone has sponsored me doing a playthrough of Dispatch live for you guys. If you are interested, thank you so much to Supertone. He saw that gold bar and he fulfilled it, and he's just like, hey, I'll fund it if you want to do a playthrough of it. And that's awesome. So if you want to witness that, stay tuned. I'll post a schedule on socials. You could just go to samurai.tv/samuraikibiji. That is where you can find me, and you can follow twitch.tv/samuraikibiji. It's also in the description. And you'll see me dressed as like a Bulbasaur here for Halloween. It was quite funny. But yeah, over December, we will have a Dispatch playthrough on Twitch. So thank you very much, Supertone, for funding that. And the Game Awards reaction will obviously be next Thursday. So we will see if this bingo card comes to fruition. And whatever the hell that freaking hellish gate is, I have no idea. I have no idea what that could be. But yeah. And then the weeks following that, I will be working on what is probably my most ambitious project ever. Not ever, but just... It's a pretty ambitious way to end the year. Patrons know. I posted a KibiCast about it. Oh yeah, Super has a job now. So yeah, those are my last like plugins. But before we go, is there anything else you'd like to bring up? Because I'm ready. I just don't feel that excited about the Game Awards this year. Like I don't know. I just have a feeling it's going to be very much like Xbox this year. Like Xbox had their best showcase last year. Game Awards had their best showcase last year. Xbox's showcase was good this year. The Game Awards show might be good, you know, but I just don't think. I think last year was like a hell of a 10th anniversary. Yeah, so final comments or questions or thoughts before we go? Flourish, I just remember the new Black Myth game. Maybe that could be shown up. Isn't that how they close Gamescom? I think that's a ways off. Personally to me, like I'm not downplaying it, but I just feel like that's still a bit off. Creature, off topic one. Who do you think's gonna win the next death battle? What's the next one? Death battle. No, wait, that's cast. Is it Yu-Gi-Oh? It's Yugi versus who? Ash Ketchum? Yugi versus Ash Ketchum. That's why you asked that. That's weird. I don't know. If they are just going to assume all of the Yu-Gi-Oh monsters are real, then there's no question Yugi. There's no question Yugi. Yeah, there's no question Yugi. If they're just going to treat dual monsters as real, then no question Yugi. Zizu, the Hellish Gate is clearly a tease for the next Goat Simulator. That would be freaking incredible. It's a teaser. It's a teaser too. Goat Simulator. Yugi will be given Slifer. Exactly. Like if Slifer the Sky Dragon is real, you know, if they make that thing real, there's no Pokemon that could possibly compete with that. If Ash wins, that's stupid. That's just stupid. Flourish. Okay, but do we count all of the Pokemon Ash had? Do we count all of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards Yugi has had? Slifer the Sky Dragon's enough. Like, you could pit all of Ash's Pokemon against Slifer the Sky Dragon, and it would not be enough. Anyway, so I don't know. I look forward to watching it with you. I will be here. I'm not flying to the Game Awards or anything like that this year. So I will be here to watch it with you and react live. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be literally the day before I have a lot of family shenanigans going on that weekend. And then I'm going to have my pop staying with me for a couple weeks. So we'll see. I have some, basically here's the finales to everything. Okay. So I'm going to tell you, I outlined this in the KiwiCast, this Monday. I don't remember if I made that one free or not, but, I think I did actually. So if you just follow me on Patreon, you could go to my most recent KiwiCast where I talk about, Zootopia 2. As well as plans for the month, but I essentially intend to wrap up the year. Like after the Game Awards, we're in the last 2 weeks of the year. This is what I'm going to be doing. I believe I'm going to wrap up my anime channel, West Side Otaku, with a very ambitious project being, like all ambitious things. West Side Otaku, a reaction compilation of me watching the entirety of the last season of My Hero Academia. Twitch.tv/SamuraiKibuji. Where I play games. I'm going to be doing a dispatch playthrough. For Samurai Kibuji, aka here. Instead of doing a top 10 games video, I will be ranking every single game I have played this year from top to bottom. That's what I'll be working on. If you feel like supporting the channel, please. I would greatly appreciate it, but in no way do you have to do that. You support it. Don't do super chat. Just patreon.com/SamuraiKibuji. You are being much more helpful that way. And plus you get to hang out with me on Discord and stuff. But otherwise you just support by being here, by watching the content, by liking it, maybe sharing it with a friend, leave me a comment. I love your freaking comments. There's plenty of ways you can do that without any kind of financial investment. So yeah, wish me luck on that front. Cause that's mostly like, we're going to react to the Game Awards next week. I'm hoping I can do this Super Mario Odyssey versus Donkey Kong Bonanza video. I'm just not sure whether to make that into a short or a video. And that determines how I'm going to make it, you know? So yeah, after the Game Awards, My Hero Academia final season reaction. Dispatch, full playthrough. And ranking every single game I have played this year. And at some point, we got to get the boys back on the channel to go over our Fantasy Critic and how that went. So anyway, I look forward to hanging out more with you guys soon. And this was a blast. I always love speculating about showcases with you guys. It's a super fun thing. Almost like more fun than the showcases themselves to me. So I hope this was fun for you. Please let me know if it was and anything maybe we could do in the future or try. I'm always listening to you. I appreciate your voice and your time and just you being a part of everything I do. And thank you so much for doing that. And however you do, please remember to be geek, be proud, be awesome as you go into the weekend. I wish you luck and everything. And I'll see you next week when we react to the Game Awards 2025. Where Xbox will reveal their next console. Okay, bye!